Tiananmen Event Eulogy by Sulin. Today, we gather with heavy hearts and unwavering resolve to remember the historic events of June 4, 1989, the tragedy that shocked the world, known as the Tiananmen Massacre. 36 years ago, millions of students and ordinary citizens marched through the streets of Beijing, peacefully demanding an end to corruption and dictatorship, and calling for freedom, democracy, the rule of law, and justice. They came unarmed, yet full of hope. Their cries were met not with dialogue, but with bullets. Tanks crushed ideals of several generations of Chinese people. Blood-stained antient Tiananmen Square. That night, the sky over Beijing was torn apart by gunfire. Countless lives fell, and a nation's conscience was scarred forever. But we do not forget, not because we are nostalgic, but because remembering is a form of resistance. Every fallen body is a silent oath for freedom. Every drop of blood is a seed for future light. Tiananmen Massacre was more than a Chinese tragedy. It was a turning point in global history. In the months and years that followed, the world witnessed a dramatic transformation. The winds of change swept through Eastern Europe. Solidarity triumphed in Poland. Hungary opened its borders, and Czechoslovakia staged the Velvet Revolution. Soon after, the Berlin Wall fell. In 1991, the Soviet Union collapsed. The entire communist bloc unraveled, and the Cold War came to a close. The courage shown by Chinese protesters helped inspire movements across the globe, proving that the human yearning for freedom knows no borders. Though the tanks in Beijing temporarily crushed China's democratic aspirations, the spirit of Tiananmen Event echoed worldwide. It became a beacon of resistance and a pivotal force in ending an era of global ideological conflict. That is why Tiananmen Massacre must be remembered not just as a moment of loss, but as a moment of profound global significance. It taught us that democracy is not handed down from above. It is earned through struggle and sacrifice. Justice is not inevitable. It is the result of relentless collective effort. Those brave individuals on the event did not die in vain. They awakened a generation and left behind a direction. Tiananmen Event also left us with hard lessons. First, unchecked power leads to corruption and cruelty. Second, without free speech and independent courts, there can be no real justice. Third, history does not bend on its own. We, the people, must push it forward. Today, 36 years later, China has yet to fulfill the dream of 1989. But the spirit lives on. From Hong Kong's umbrella movement to the white paper protests, from open letters against dictatorship by overseas students to domestic secret online memorials of the event, the legacy of Tiananmen continues. It has become a symbol of resistance and a torch that still burns in the hearts of billions of people. Tiananmen Event is not the end, it is the beginning. It lit a fire to defend human dignity and global civilization. It reminds us of our mission, to strive for a China that is truly democratic, lawful, and just. The path is difficult and long, but in that difficulty lies meaning, and in that struggle we find purpose. On this solemn day, let us not be silent. Let us confront amnesia with memory, lies with truth, and fear with courage. Every act of remembrance is an act of defiance. Every voice raised is a promise to the future. May the fallen rest in peace. May justice return. May China see light soon. And may all dictatorship or tyranny never prevail again.